Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. This is the fifth and last news from today's newspaper front page, Dawn. Supreme Court larger bench to hear reference on the Senate polls. President has sought court's opinion whether condition of a secret ballot under Article 226 applies to upper house elections by Nasir Iqbal. Islamabad, the Supreme Court has constituted a five-judge large bench to commence from June 4 next year, January 4 next year, a hearing on a presidential reference seeking the court's opinion whether open ballot for Senate elections would help acknowledge the respect of choice and desire of the citizen voters. The larger bench will be headed by Chief Justice Gulzar Ahmed and will include Justice Mashir Alam, Justice Umar Ata Bandial, Justice Ijazul Ahsan, and Justice Yahya Afridi. Attorney General Khalid Javed Khan will represent President Dr. Arif Alvi. AG Khan had on December 23, November, the 11-page reference under Article 186 of the Constitution relating to the advisory jurisdiction of the Supreme Court. The President had sought the answer to the question of whether or not the condition of a secret ballot under Article 226 of the Constitution applied to the Senate elections. The reference was filed soon after the Cabinet's decision to hold the elections for 52 seats that will fall vacant following the retirement of some senators from the 104-member Upper House of Parliament on March 11, 2021. The Cabinet had on December 15 decided to hold the Senate elections in February and invoke advisory jurisdiction of the Supreme Court on open voting. The reference believes that the condition of secret balloting referred to in Article 226 of the Constitution is applicable only to the elections to the office of President, Speaker, and Deputy Speaker of the National Assembly, Chairman and Deputy Chairman of the Senate, Speakers and Deputy Speakers of the provincial assemblies, and not to the elections for the members of the Senate held under the Elections Act 2017. The reference suggests that the legislature could provide for open ballot for the Senate's elections by substituting the word secret with open in Section 122 Part 6 of the Elections Act. And this will discourage floor crossing and the use of laundered money for vote buying in elections that grossly insult the mandate of people. The reference argues that the Supreme Court can adopt the interpretation which advances the greater public welfare and good by accepting the interpretation of Article 226, which the reference is advancing a number of larger national objectives. Could be achieved through equally legitimate constitutional methodology of interpretation, like promoting transparency and accountability in the electoral process. I'm sorry for the interruption for other sources. Okay, I'll continue here. The The reference emphasizes that the requirement of uh, um, secret ballot for the Senate elections was not by way of a constitutional mandate, rather only by way of such a day as statutory provisions, namely Section 122, Part 6 of the Elections Act, which, which may be amended by an act of parliament or through an ordinance promulgated under Article 89 of the Constitution. The open ballot will help acknowledge the respect for the choice and desire of the citizen voters, strengthen political parties as well as their discipline, which is essential for parliamentary democracy, it says. The interpretation, as suggested, will also empower the legislature to legislate through ordinary legislation and adopt means most suitable by providing machinery and a procedure for ensuring free, fair, and transparent elections. It will demonstrate that the Constitution is a living, dynamic, and organic document capable of redressing the ills of the electoral process without repeated amendments to the fundamental document and will promote the principle of dynamic interpretation of the Constitution that reflects the will of the people, the reference says. It will also prevent forever the vote buying undesirable candidates from entering the sacred chamber of parliament. It adds, had the farmers of the constitution, had the framers of the constitution intended to apply the principle of secrecy of ballot for the Senate elections, the reference contents and they could have easily provided so in Article 59 of the Constitution, as has been done in the case of the election of president, the secret ballot is specifically mentioned in Clause 12 of the second schedule of the Constitution. The reference explains that the question of open ballot for the Senate elections has arisen in the context of the malaise of vote buying that has damaged the purity of elections, adding that every Senate election since 1985 has generated debate followed by commitment for reform and promise for the open ballot. Moreover, it argues there in a national consensus among all major political parties, jurists, academia, journalists, and the civil society that the electoral process should be cleansed of the pervasive practice of vote buying in the elections of the Senate. Okay, this is the end of today's news. Thank you for watching. And in the end, the formal request, if you have not yet, please subscribe our channel and press the bell button to get the test from us. Thank you for watching. Have a nice time. Goodbye.